it's Lewi 2x4, and in today's video we're going to be going through some of these Looney Tunes minifigures. These look absolutely fantastic, some great detail on them, and they're brilliant. I just think they're probably the best minifigure series that Lego have ever brought out. There was a couple that I did miss and I regret, like the Disney line, there was the German football line. There's a couple of them that I've really sort of missed out on, but these, I'm definitely going to try and collect all of these. There's a few minifigures that I would have liked to seen in this line that aren't there. Just to me, watching the original cartoons back in the 90s, obviously the reruns. There's the hunter that always used to hunt bugs and Daffy Duck, and there's the outlaw guy with the guns that always used to fire. But obviously for political reasons and obvious reasons that's going on around the world for the last year or so, I can understand why they're not in the line, but it's a little bit disappointing that they're not there. But hey ho, it's we've got a good selection anyway. So we've got, from the first image, we've got Lola, Porky Pig, Sylvester, we've got Speedy Gonzales, I think his name is. There's a female pig that I don't ever remember seeing. There's the Martian, there's Wiley Coyote, Roadrunner, Taz, Tweety Pie, Daffy, and Bugs Bunny. So there's a good selection here. There's a couple of like cool accessories and things that I'll go through in a second. But from the first overall image, it's a brilliant set. They're all sort of main staple like characters from the cartoons, and it's just nice to have some of these in actual minifig form. I would love to see some of these incorporated into a Space Jam set when the Space Jam film comes out. As you guys know, I'm a massive basketball fan, and I'd love to see a LeBron James minifigure. I'd definitely be all over that, especially with Bugs and Lola and Tweety Pie and everybody else. But yeah, just that's come to my mind, there isn't the Grandma. The Grandma would be a pretty cool minifigure to have as well. But next image, we've got just the packaging. It's simple, it's nice, it's eye-catching. I've got a closer up view of that "That's All Folks" sign from Porky Pig. It's nice to see him close up, and they look really, really cool. Next image, there's another image where they're just all sort of gathered together. There's a couple of cool accessories. There's like an ice cream bowl, the Martian's gun, the rabbit season sign, the "That's All Folks" sign as well. There's like Sylvester has his bat, and Taz has this really cool like base to him that sort of replicates the wind whirl, or whirlwind if you want to call it, at the bottom of him as he's like flying around. And it's nice to see that Speedy Gonzales has actually got his those cheese wedge pieces that we actually use. They're not just plain, they've actually got print on them with the holes and the cheese and stuff. That looks really, really cool. Next image, we've got Sylvester, we've got Tweety Pie, and we've got the Martian. Now from the Martian, it looks like I think that's a piece of material that they've got around his torso area, and the cool little gun. I really do like that head though. It's a sort of cliche of his mask, and he doesn't really have a mouth either, so that's really, really cool. Plus you could probably make, if you got a load of these, you could probably make some really cool Spartan helmets out of those, which is awesome. Make like your own custom Roman army. Sylvester's pretty basic with his bat, and I do like his face. It always reminds me of a face that Dudley gives me every time he's after a bit of food. So, and Tweety Pie's cool. He's got the short legs, which is fitting to his character, and he's got a giant mallet there. Then on the next one, we've got Wiley Coyote, we've got Roadrunner, we've got Bugs Bunny, and we've got Daffy Duck. See, some of these are simple, like just looking at them. Like Wiley Coyote's pretty cool. He's similar to Sylvester. The one that's standing out here for me is probably Roadrunner. Roadrunner looks really cool. I love the addition of the bird wings, like on the Chicken Man minifigure that we had, and then the addition of the actual seeds in that little bowl that Wiley Coyote's always putting out to try and trap him. Which is weird because I actually thought it was a bowl of ice cream, but now I know what it is, and now I'm remembering back to the cartoons. Completely understand what it is. Daffy Duck though looks awesome, looks super funny there. Really, really cool. The next set, now this is probably the one that I'm like, the four that I'm not really that bothered about. There's Taz is probably the only one that I'm bothered about. Speedy Gonzales, I think his name is, I'm not too fussed about. And the only other one I'm really sort of, I won't mind getting is Porky Pig, just because there's the "That's All Folks" print and sign, and it looks like that's probably a printed tile piece there, which is really, really cool. But yeah, there's some like I said before, I would have liked to see other characters, or maybe some Looney Tunes or Tiny Toons version of these in the minifigure series. And then the last couple of pictures are just the promo pictures. But yeah, this overall, these are a pretty solid series, and I think I'll probably go out my way to try and find a lot of these. There's a shop that I go to in a city not far from me called Middlesbrough, and there's a toy shop, and I've sort of spoke to the owner, and they don't mind me going through all the bags and feeling them and stuff, and me sort of, as long as I buy them, obviously, they don't mind me going through and checking to see what ones I can pick up. So I'm hoping I can do this, and by some of the heads and some of the scans, it looks like it's probably pretty easy to pick out which one will be which minifigure in the series. So that's it, guys. These look absolutely amazing. I'm definitely going to pick them up. If you like this type of video, please hit that like button and the subscribe button, and I'll do more of these comparison videos. I just thought I'd mix it up and change something. But yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Woo!